Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So we just got here.
Yeah. Hey, good morning. It's 9 and we've been up since
It's 5:30. We just got here to Apollo 11 Airfield down here by CSU and California State University, Northridge. Kai is flying
said
his.
acronyms are too hard.
Yeah, well, bro, my brain was like, what comes
I'm
after the
just
U?
gonna say the whole thing. Okay, sorry.
They're doing the model airplane flights today. So he, for his senior design, decided to do the model airplanes where they fly the airplanes, kind of like how I did the NAT car in college. And there's 64 teams out here today, so they're gonna be flying their planes and stuff. But we came out here to support and catch some video for him of him flying his plane.
Yeah.
It's been a little turbulent, as you guys know. He hasn't been on the podcast in the last 2 weeks because they've been like crunch time. He said they had to do a full body swap on Thursday, got cleared on Friday. Today, Saturday. Let's have a good time. See you guys in a bit. All right, Pooks, what happened?
Almost got hit by an airplane.
We got here, we found Kai. They're in line, and we were just standing there chit-chatting. He's telling us about the morning and all the struggles and everything. And then we just start hearing people be like, duck, move, move, move. And then Kai goes, move, and he starts backing up. And then both me and Jess just turn to the left, and there's a plane coming right at us. And then it crashed.
Yeah, and it crashed like right in front of us.
Yeah. They said move, and Jess took one step.
I took one because I thought I was like in La La Land, honestly. And so I heard him say move, and I was like, okay, sure, hey, sure, like I'll move. I took one step, and then I hear more of the screaming and the intenseness. I was like, what's going on? And I look up, and it's just literally coming at us. And I was like, oh, and then I start moving and pulling him.
Yeah, but it was cool. It was cool.
It was cool.
It was cool. I mean, I really wish I had the camera. I could have pointed it at him. Like, look at that.
Oh my god, this one.
Look at the boy. Woo! They had a good test flight this morning. They had 3 practice and then a decent like starting flight. But they're in line here. Let me show you guys. Here's the line.
Hey Kai, what are they supposed to do? Like they are supposed to make a lap somewhere, or like what is?
Depends on the class.
Oh,
So a lot of them will just do that one lap,
uh-huh.
but depending on what class you're in, some of them, these bigger ones, are carrying weight of water.
Oh.
The more weight they carry, the more points they get.
Oh.
Ours a little different. We have a little trophy thing on the bottom that we have to deliver on that DOC.
It's a little windy today. Kai said they were on that side, and then because the wind changed, they moved them over here. But that's dope. I'm excited. I brought the Canon so we get some good shots of it flying in the air. But for now, I'm just vlogging around. I'm gonna keep the camera on me now, just in case another plane comes hurtling towards me. But that, cool times. What is this thing here? This little tower.
Oh, that's the RTK.
What is that?
Real-time kinematics. So it helps us
Next up on the flight line from
saving
Arizona.
I made the plane.
Yeah.
He didn't fly.
Yeah.
I get mad at them when they don't make it fly.
That's crazy. And then I was telling Jess, I fit right in, bro.
I know.
Got me my CSUN aeronautics hat. When we walked over by the tent, there's some people looking at me, and I was like, they're definitely like, is that an alumni? Who is that guy? Why does he have a hat?
They're probably more confused than your jersey.
Oh, my jersey, yeah. Like, I've never seen that. No, I went to practice the other day, and I had a League of Legends jersey on. And they're like, oh, is that a Mexican team? I go, no. And I was like, I didn't want to explain it. I was like, it's just like us. It's an Argentinian team. And they're like, oh, okay, no more further questions.
Okay, so our first time coming here.
Yeah.
But what just happened again?
Almost got hit by a plane. Like, actually, like, the other one was like
That
a tiny
one-
little mini plane. This was a huge plane.
No, this one was a huge one. I was scared for everyone. I was like, it was coming towards us.
Yeah, it came like clean straight into where everyone was lined up, getting ready to put their planes on the tarmac to fly out. and I have the Canon, and I'm prepping because Kai's team was literally gonna go next,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
that plane was a big plane, and it's pilot driven. It's not autonomous, right? And so it took off, and it kind of jittered a little bit, and then it took a hard left right towards everybody. And so I
Mhm.
got part of it, the crash, but I didn't get when it like just hit the ground because I pointed the camera and I ran.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
yeah. And then another guy was saying that this is, like, I guess he's been to a few of them. Because this is the first time we've ever had this many planes
Plane
crash,
Well,
like in the
I'm
morning.
wondering if it's so windy. Is that why it's so windy today?
And the wind, not gonna lie, picked up right before that one. It picked up
Oh,
right
my
before.
goodness. Yeah. And like even I looked and I was like, there's no way. And then it was coming down towards all of us. And then I even got behind Kai. I was like, I'm so sorry. I don't want to get hit.
Yeah.
Uh,
Because I'm up closer because I'm camera, right? They were like, hey, just say you're with CSUN and then like set up there. I mean, I have the CSUN hat, but like set up there and like catch footage, you know? It's like perfect. So I'm standing there and I'm there next to like 3 other photographers and all of us just like,
dive. Everybody
yeah, everyone
dived.
dived down.
Everyone. I swear
Hit
it
the
touched
deck.
like some girl. I saw like nip at her, but then it went down on the floor. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
Because it nosedived, but then like I think the pilot last second turned it like sideways, so it was vertical, right? Because if it was flat, it would have like took people's heads off.
And like I guess I was worried for the people, but I was also very worried for the projects because like if it
it went
hit,
yeah.
it went towards other people's planes that were waiting in line. So just imagine like you only bring one plane and then this plane crash hit your plane and that's it. You're
It
done.
takes your planes out.
Takes your plane out. You're done.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Your silence says a lot. Yeah. Hey, Womba.
I mean, we sit there because Fullerton decides to dive bomb into the crowd. And then they're like, okay, we're taking an extended lunch. Calm winds the whole time. As soon as the winds pick up, Northridge is up. So we recovered autonomously pretty well.
Yeah.
Once we kept flying back, we just took over.
It was just a situation of once it got the switch done, the wind was just too much for it to keep like forward momentum, right?
Like the guys are saying next to us, they're like, going into the headwind, it should be fine. But when you're doing VTOL,
Yeah.
it's a lot harder.
Yeah. I was like, the ones that are doing fine are the ones that are just like regular flying.
Yeah.
Because if you can make it past the headwind and then you turn back around, then you're just coasting. You literally just let it take you.
And more headwind.
Yeah.
Less propeller.
Yeah. So like, it's just the situation of like having to switch, you know?
Even if they back out at the end right there, like they did, they burned the flight. We still went because we have a pilot that can save
That
our
can
plane.
save it, yeah. Versus they're scared of like, if
Yeah.
we let this go and it just
And
spins out of control, then what do we do?
if they're an international team, they likely only brought one plane.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, because they were out there
Advantages.
testing, and then they were like, "We're just gonna take it off. Like, there's no point in risking it, you know?"
advantages of having our lab 20 minutes away.
Yeah. You think you'll get like what, one, maybe two more flights in
If we're lucky. They're flying tomorrow too.
in the
but
morning,
only
right?
half day.
Yeah. Coming back tomorrow if we need to come back for one more flight. Yeah.
Our whole
Okay.
weekend's clear for this.
Okay. Good. All right. Well, we're gonna head out. It sucks that we couldn't get a. I mean, I got it taken off and everything. It looked nice.
There's live streams of the first flight too. So
Okay. Yeah.
we're gonna treasure that.
Yeah. I'll go pull that from the internet and stuff like that. But I'll send you the pictures and the videos and everything. So that way you can get that stuff, you know, to the rest of your team if they want it. But
Crazy day.
I know it's like all this work and everything, you know, for like Mother Nature to be like, no,
Yeah.
No, thank
that, like all the other planes crashing. Like,
no, yeah,
if we would have been there, they took the break, we would have been perfect because we can spend more time here, go back in the line.
yeah. Because that's the thing, right? Everyone that was over there, like already gone, that extended break, you just come here and you work on it. You do little modifications, little tweaks, and everything.
We were stuck holding a canopy.
Holding a canopy up there, yeah.
Granted, we did get the bit better waypoints with the DLZ, but like, what good is that when you have 20-mile-an-hour winds
Yeah, you don't even
for a
get to.
3.5-pound plane?
Yeah, and that's the thing too. These are bigger.
Yeah.
So they handle it better.
A lot better.
Your guys' little planes that like literally is like a weight thing that you cannot weigh enough. You know, it just gets tossed by the wind. You
Even
know?
at the takeoff, like we were rolling before we even got
Before
a
it even
chance
went,
to-
yeah.
Sucks.
I mean that pilot was good.
Yeah.
Like, he was able to just like slowly coast it right there into the runway, which is nice. But all right, man. Well, hopefully we can get another flight and we'll get it on the live stream and stuff. But thank you guys for catching us out here.
Thanks
This
for
is
coming
fun.
out.
Yeah,
It was
always.
nice.
Yeah, it's good vibes and stuff. But all right, man.